I want to talk for a minute about limits, about what a limit is, how we think about limit, what our sort of discourse is about the limit, and how we might think about it differently. In particular, I want to think about limits in time. What happens when we assume that everything is in motion? What happens when we assume that motion is the fundamental condition of life? Everything is always and already moving, right? Which is to say the world is always temporal. Time is not something that's added to the world. Let's just begin with that. I don't think that's that provocative. Let's just begin with that assumption. Say things are moving. If that's true, what is a limit? What is a limit? I think there's a sort of very popular notion that actually is geometric that suggests the limit is kind of the outline, right? That you begin, when you draw an apple, first thing you draw is the outline, right? That's the limit of the thing, and then you can color it in. But the Impressionists came at it from a whole nother approach, right? There was no outline per se. The limit pervades something. The limit is not the thing that binds it per se. It's not the exterior. On the contrary, the limit pervades something, right? It runs through every moment of something. The limit is not on the exterior. The limit is in the middle. So when the Impressionists would go about, let's say, drawing an apple, right? Picture Cézanne. First of all, would draw several outlines. But you could also begin sort of from the middle, or a little bit of red here, a little bit of brown here, a little bit of green here, and slowly and surely the apple begins to emerge on the canvas. Right? The limit in this scenario, this Impressionist Cézanne-esque scenario, is not something that, again, is this outside and then you fill in. The thing is its limit. The limit is not the thing that binds us. It's the thing that incites us. It's the thing that needs not to be broken through. The limit is the thing that needs to be lived through. You are always and already, in a sense, at your limit, whether you're retracted or extended. In some sense, you're always already reaching for this limit, a limit that is infinite, right? And coming from my very, unlearned, half-assed notion of calculus, right? It's the differential equation, the limit that moves to infinity along a particular track. The limit then becomes not the thing that stops something, but it's the thing that shapes, right? It's the thing that shapes the particular trajectory of this becoming, right? It is ontological, but not from the categorical perspective, in that the limit is again a concept that comes exterior. It's ontological in that the limit is that very thing's way of going in and through the world in this very particular way.